many of the items we use daily have unexpected or fascinating histories behind them. From simple kitchen tools to personal care products, the origins of everyday items often reveal interesting stories of innovation, necessity, or sheer serendipity. Here are the top 10 everyday items with surprising origins. 1. The Post-it Note. While Post-it notes are now a staple in offices and homes around the world, their creation was an accident. In the 1970s, Spencer Silver, a scientist at 3M, developed a weak adhesive that didn't initially serve any clear purpose. However, his colleague Art Fry realized the adhesive could be used to create repositionable bookmarks for his hymnal. This led to the invention of the Post-it Note, which became one of the most successful office products ever. 2. The microwave oven. The microwave oven was invented by accident in 1945 by Percy Spencer, an engineer working for Raytheon. While working near a magnetron, the device used in radar systems, Spencer noticed that a candy bar in his pocket had melted. He realized the microwave radiation was the cause and soon after developed the first microwave oven, originally called the Radarange. 3. The safety pin. The safety pin, a simple yet essential item, was invented by Walter Hunt in 1849. Hunt, an American mechanic, was struggling to invent a clasp for a shirt. While fiddling with a piece of wire, he accidentally created the safety pin, which could be opened and closed securely without risk of injury. Hunt patented it, but his invention was later sold for just $400, which was far less than its eventual worth. 4. The T-shirt. Originally a piece of underwear worn under military uniforms, the T-shirt evolved into the casual wear staple we know today. In the early 20th century, it was worn by sailors and soldiers in the US Navy. The shirt was designed for comfort and practicality, but after World War II, it became fashionable as soldiers began wearing them in public. The graphic T-shirt, with its logos and slogans, emerged in the 1950s, making it a pop culture icon. 5. The umbrella. The umbrella, which we use today for rain protection, originally had a very different purpose. The first umbrellas date back over 4,000 years and were used by ancient Egyptians, Greeks, and Romans as sunshades. They were made of feathers, leaves, or fabric, with a focus on providing shade. It wasn't until the 16th century that umbrellas were adapted for use in rain, becoming common in Europe during the 18th century. 6. The light bulb. Though Thomas Edison is often credited with inventing the light bulb, the concept of electric lighting dates back to earlier inventors. Edison improved upon the designs of many others, including Humphrey Davy and Joseph Swan, who had created early versions of incandescent bulbs. Edison's innovation was in creating a practical, long-lasting filament and developing a commercially viable version that could be produced at scale. 7. The Frisbee. The Frisbee, now a popular recreational toy, has its roots in an unexpected place, the pie tin. In the 1940s, college students in New Haven, Connecticut, would toss empty pie tins from the Frisbee Pie Company to each other. This inspired the creation of a plastic version in 1957 by Walter Morrison, who initially called it the Pluto Platter. It was later renamed the Frisbee, after the pie tins that started it all. 8. The toothbrush. The modern toothbrush, which seems like a simple everyday item, has an interesting origin. The first toothbrushes were made in ancient civilizations using twigs and animal bristles. The Chinese are credited with creating the first true bristle toothbrush in the 15th century, which featured a handle made from bone or bamboo and bristles from pigs. It wasn't until the 1930s that mass-produced nylon bristles were introduced, revolutionizing the design. 9. The coffee filter. The invention of the coffee filter can be traced back to 1908 when German housewife Melitta Bentz sought a way to eliminate the grounds from her coffee. Bentz used a piece of blotting paper to create a makeshift filter, which was so successful that she patented the idea. This invention led to the founding of the Melitta Company, which still produces coffee filters today. 10. The corkscrew. The corkscrew, which has been in use for centuries, was invented in the 17th century in response to the increasing popularity of wine in Europe. Before corkscrews, wine bottles were sealed with corks, but removing them was often a difficult task. The corkscrew was developed to make the process easier, and its design has evolved over time, becoming a fixture in kitchens and bars worldwide. These everyday items may seem simple, but their origins reflect human creativity, innovation, and the ability to solve problems in unique ways. Whether by accident or design, these items have become indispensable parts of our lives, demonstrating how even the most ordinary objects can have fascinating histories.